It's Smack the Guru. These are the early predictions for All American Season 4. If this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click that like button. Let's go.
Everything comes from the darkness.
This is the early predictions. I ain't seen no trailer. I don't get no extra information. It's basically what I think gonna happen. You know, now I am Kobe Bryant of this shit. I be hitting more than I be missing. You dig? But this just, you know, what I think gonna happen, what direction I think they gonna go in as writers. I'm saying the early prediction because once I see the trailer, I'm gonna make another prediction closer to season 4. It's supposed to come in, I think, October. So I'm gonna make another prediction once it get closer. And then if it's something that I don't touch on, put it in the comments too. But let's get into the first storyline because it's different storylines that I'm gonna touch on. I'm gonna touch on each storyline individual. Before we get into that, make sure you subscribe. If you're not subscribed, click the like button, and then in the description, go down, follow my YouTube IG page. All right, once I get to 1,000 followers, I'm gonna start bringing people on so we could actually talk. You know what I'm saying? We could go back and forth and talk about the different shows or whatever you want to talk about. Because you might have seen one of my hip hop videos or something else, my sports videos, and want to talk about that. You know, but we gonna get it in, man. But let's get into this prediction. Now, the first storyline I gotta talk about is the Layla Kerry situation, right? Now, we know Kerry done basically kidnapped Layla. She left the letter. Her dad seen the letter. Got it. Looking at this situation, this is a good opportunity for the writers to mend a relationship, to bring it back together. Usually with relationships, they fall out hard. You know what I mean? It takes something big for them to fall out. And when they come back together, they could come back together gradually, or it could come back together real quick, right? Because of something big. Well, Kerry trying to kidnap Layla and do whatever she want to do to her, that's something big, right? So whoever find Layla or save Layla, they gonna mend a relationship. So it's a few people I think gonna save her. The first person, and this is the most obvious I think to save her because their relationship need mending the most. That's Liv, right? Liv saving Layla help their relationship tremendously, and that's the most likely outcome because while Kerry Layla getting kidnapped by Kerry, Jordan playing the game, Billy coaching the game, Spencer in the game, you know, everybody involved in the game. Liv watching the game, but if somebody called her, right, or Layla dad called her and say, hey, Layla in trouble, I need your help, Liv gonna go off the muscle. She gonna go save Layla, you know, so she is the most likely person to save. The second person would be Layla dad, because let's be real, they ain't got the best relationship either. You know what I mean? Thank God he was even in town. You know, it's good that he seen the letter, because Kerry could have wrote that letter at the right time, and Layla dad might not have came for a month or something. You know what I mean? Like, he barely be there. So if this was maybe like 2 weeks ago or something, he might not even been there. He might have just been getting the letter 2 weeks later or something. You know what I mean? So it'd be good for Layla to mend their relationship or just have a better relationship with her dad. You know, maybe he be around more. They started including him more. It really seemed like since the character left, which the character that was playing her dad, he on Godfather Harlem. I'm doing another video on all the TV shows that people should be watching in 2021. Godfather Harlem is one of them. If you ain't watching that, if you like this, you probably like Godfather Harlem too. You know, dope show. But Layla Daddy is on that show. You know, I don't know his name. You know, but since they made that change, since they brought the new actor in, we barely even see him like at all. You know, anymore. So maybe that relationship come in. You also got Jordan and Layla. Maybe can't nobody save Layla till after the game. And Jordan go save her, you know. I think they gonna have a relationship. People telling me, nah, they don't see it, they don't see it. I see it. And I think it's gonna come. They might not end up together, but I definitely think they gonna be in a relationship. Something gonna happen between Jordan and Layla. Now, he could save it, and that could set that off, right? That's a possibility. So that's the third person. Remember, he third in the lineup, though. And then the fourth person will be Spence. That's the last person that could save her, you know. That makes sense to save her. Spence save her, then, you know, she won't be as mad at him. She thank you, you know. He probably say something like, you know, I still love you, even though, you know, I'm in love with Liv, something like that. But it'll smooth things over with their friendship, right? Because eventually they gonna be friends again, because it didn't get so bad to where she just like, I never want to talk to you again. She let him know like, yo, we could be friends in the future. I want to deal with this alone, you know, when they had that conversation in the kitchen. So them the four people, right? That's that storyline. Them the four people I think could save Layla. The next thing I want to talk about, or storyline I want to talk about, is the football game. Because it could go a bunch of different ways. Crenshaw could win. Berkeley could win. The thing that could motivate Berkeley is, one, they want to be champions again. Both of the teams want to do that. But Asher being out. Because now Asher out, he got heart problems. Usually when teams hurt, something like that, it go one or two ways. It deflate them. They be like, dang, we missing one of our best players, and they don't play good. Or they be like, yo, let's play for Asher. We gonna do it for Asher. And then they go out there and be like, you know, beasting. You know, so it could go that way too. That's a possibility. Then we got Crenshaw. And that's where I'm gonna go with it. I think Crenshaw gonna win the football game. It make more sense. I mean, they need it more than Berkeley. You know, it'll help their community, it'll help their school. This something big. They got the Principal Carter, he on board now. So, that's gonna be good for just the whole community in general. Everybody win if Crenshaw win. You know, so that's the way I think they going with that. Speaking about Principal Carter, you know, he with Grace. I can see them bringing in, the name ain't coming to me right now, but I can see them bringing in Spence's little brother more in season 4. I can see him starting to have a bigger role, you know, and maybe that could give Coop another storyline, because Coop ain't going to college with the rest of them for season 5, right? So I can see that happening, you know, and him stepping up, and then Principal Carter and Grace, them trying to work it out. Possibly moving into a better house, better situation. That could happen too. But let's get into these other relationships. We got Spence and Billy. They need to make up, right? We know Liv and Spence gonna be together for sure, alright? But Billy most likely gonna come to Spence and let him know, yo, I was tripping, dog. You know, I'm frustrated. You hit me with something, then you hit me with that right after, and the frustration was misdirected. I'm sure Billy gonna do that. So they gonna make up. Everything gonna be good with that. We also gonna get Billy and Laura. They might renew their vows or do something like that, a celebration, because they getting back together. So I can see that, and that's something that could bring everybody together. We have a show where everybody around, because of Billy and Laura renewing their vows. That's a highly likely situation, especially if everything bad between characters, somehow things get bad. That could be a good way to bring everybody together. The last relationship is Jordan and Simone. Yo, son, Jordan gotta break that off. I want episode 1. Episode 1 is gonna be a lot going on. Episode 2, and they gonna be in the football game. Episode 2, you gotta fall back. I ain't saying treat her bad. I ain't trying to do her wrong. No. I'm not saying that. But he gotta fall back. Don't do it on her terms. Don't. You know y'all about to break up. You know it's about to end. She leaving. Don't wait until the last day. Then all right, now you all stuck. She going to a new situation, new opportunity, and you just like, dang, she gone. Nah, ain't no use of doing all that. We know it's coming. Let's just be friends now. We can still do our thing. I ain't saying that. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna be friends doing our thing. And then, he gotta see his other options. Layla being one of them, And it's probably gonna be other girls too that they gonna bring in, Montez. Well, Montez gonna be with Asher. Hopefully they bring her back. But that's what Jordan need to do in that situation. They might not do it like that. They might, because they've been trying to make Jordan just be a sucker the whole thing, man. It's like, come on, man. Come on, writers, help Jordan out. Don't just let him be a sucker the whole, series. He been a sucker for a couple seasons, in my opinion. But and by sucker, not saying, but what I'm saying is he in a situation that he got sucked into. He shouldn't be in that situation at all. Once the baby wasn't his, no. Nah. That's a big lie. I can't get past it, no. Alright? But he in that situation. And hopefully the writers get him out of that. So I'm predicting that, but that's more heartfelt. Because I can't see in no situation where I just play it all the way out to the day she leave, and then, now I'm just stuck. Nah. We gonna be friends. We still do our thing, but we gonna be friends. We ain't gonna be in no relationship up until the day you leave. Now the relationship over. No way. That's that though. But the big thing that I wanted to discuss, and I saved it for last, is the Mo, Coop, and Preach situation. Bruh. This one is crazy because they could just end them all. Like, really think about it. A lot of the characters going off to college. Coop, we know she not doing that, right? So let's say all them characters go off to college. Coop's storyline, what, we just gonna have her on the storyline by herself? Or she leave for a minute and come back? Or they could literally Mo die, Coop die, Preach go to jail. They could do it like that. Preach most likely going to jail regardless, because I don't think he can have no pistol. So he most likely going to jail, his character. I don't see, maybe he get out down the road and be able to come back, but I don't see no situation where his character don't go to jail. Like at all. Unless Coop say she had the gun and they shot each other at the same time. Something like that. But Preach most likely going to jail. So his character gonna be missed for a minute, most likely. And they might have Coop visiting him if she don't die. Now Mo, so this the thing. Preach most likely going to jail. That's my prediction. I'm gonna stand on that. Mo most likely gonna die. That's my prediction. Mo most likely gonna go. Because her storyline is connected to Tyrone from season 1. And she mad at Coop. Coop didn't even do nothing to Tyrone. She didn't kill him. So it's like Mo's storyline with Preach going to jail, I can see her dying. Really. To get rid of the storyline. Or even if she survived, I could see them getting rid of Mo's storyline. The only person that got a chance to stay on and just be like regular on is Coop. She the one where I'm going back and forth like, I could see a bunch of scenarios where they keep Coop on to look out for Spence's little brother. That's a good storyline for her. And still doing stuff in the community. these good storylines for where I could see her staying on. She still might be working with Layla in some capacity. Them things where I could see Coop stay on. But as far as the other two, my predictions is both of them gonna go. Preach, jail, Mo, either dead or they just gonna find a way to get rid of her storyline. That's what I think gonna happen. But yeah, man, that's basically what I think gonna happen in season 4. These the early predictions. I ain't seen no trailer yet. When I see the trailer, I'm gonna make another video. So, and it might be a little different. Once I see something, I see different things. If it's something you wanted me to touch on that I didn't touch on in this, let me know. Put it in the comments. I see it. Like, oh, okay. And then I hit another video, But other than that, as always, it's Mac the Guru. If you're still here, click that subscribe button. And y'all be easy, be safe. Peace.